Alright guys, it's Andre Lambert and I'm here with the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Character Rehab Guide. You guys wanted Strider Haru, and there he is. You guys have him. Just like all the other tutorials, normals, specials, movement, assist, supers, and some advanced tactics for you guys to sip on. As you can see, that's a Strider's standing light attack. I will be using the terminologies correct during this time around. His jab is really good. Light attack is really good for close quarter anti-airing. Do not try to use this far away or this will happen to you. And you only have 600 and some 50k life, so you don't want to mistime that. His standing B is a good horizontal rushdown tool, and nothing else comes out of that. His standing fierce, though, gets the job done with where standing light and standing medium can't. You throw this move out early from a distance, and you got yourself an anti-air, and it easily changed into S. Alright, now I'm going to move on to Strider's crouching light. His crouching light and his crouching medium, as you can see here, are just really good for, as you can see, combos. And that's about it. Their lows, crouching B is really good for out-prioritizing other limbs from far, and that's about all I have for you on those limbs. His crouching heavy is only good inside combos. I don't see it doing anything else unless you have some sort of weird setup where you knock the opponent down with that and start a pressure game. His forward heavy attack, though, is really good for out-prioritizing people before they throw out limbs or pressing buttons from far away, and it also connects into his launcher, not easily though, but it's really good for it. His launcher, which is standing S or crouching S, is really good as an anti-air. It protects Strider's head right above him, and it's easy to combo into after. For Strider's jump light, it's really good. It out-prioritizes enemies while in the air, and you could also plink this into heavy to break a grab if you whiffed it. And his jump heavy into S is also really good. Alright, so we're going to move on to special moves, and this move is, I believe, Formation A. If I'm wrong, please don't sue me. But this is quarter circle back light attack, and the recovery on this move is incredible. You can have about 2 tigers on screen at once, and I don't know what kind of animal that is, to be honest with you, but yeah, here goes this little eagle that flies across the screen. You can have a tiger and an eagle on the screen at the same time. As I said, the recovery on his projectiles are amazing. There's the little bomb eagle that's done with the heavy, and the medium sends out the eagle. This move is called Gram. The light version causes knockdown. The heavy version causes a wall slam, and so does the medium version. Look, as you can see, I'm showing you. The heavy one causes a really, really heavy wall slam. The light attack for this move right here will cause a soft knockdown, which you cannot combo off of. The medium one, you can actually launch your opponent off of. And the heavy version causes an even harder knockdown, which you can combo off of. Those moves are unsafe on block. I have no more of anything to say about those moves. If you can combo it with an assist, then good for you. But the medium and heavy versions will not combo off of Strider's limbs. So good luck in finding a combo for those. Strider has the light version of his teleport, which will track the opponent anywhere in front of them. The medium, which will track behind them anywhere. And the heavy version, which will track them and also kick them down to the ground anywhere. Strider also has this unique attack called Formation B, which he summons a little one version of Oirobos. And he can fire it at will by doing the same command, which is quarter circle back S, which was used to summon it, and he can use that to fire it out. He has the wall cling, which is quarter circle forward S, and he can cling to the wall, and if you press S, you can dodge from wall to wall, and if you press heavy, he'll do a wall kick, which causes a hard knockdown and a bounce if the opponent is hit in the air. He has the medium attack, which he takes out his cipher and he kind of swipes his opponent. And he has the L attack, which he just kind of comes down and kicks the opponent in the head. The only importance that those attacks actually have is that they all chain together. So if you can find a way to combo it, go right ahead. He also has this unique air attack in which he's always had in every version of any Capcom game. And he kind of uses his rocket boosters to jet across the screen and they hit multiple times. And you're also safe after you do them. So moving on to Strider's assist. His first assist is Vardra. This will cause a hard knockdown if the opponent is hit in the air when doing so. And you can OTG from it, and it basically does what it does as a regular move. It tracks the opponent anywhere. He also has this medium attack version of that move, which I don't know the name to, and it's pretty unsafe on block, so it's just as unsafe as its version where you do it with Strider as point character. And he has a medium version of Graham, which will cause a wall slam. That's actually a pretty good assist. Strider's movement, it's kind of like the other characters, but it's a little unique because he can add momentum to his attacks, meaning if Strider dashes and doesn't continue to stop dashing, if he presses an attack, his attack will actually continue within the dash. The dash will not stop. He will attack within the dash. As you can see here, I'm actually doing like a Kara attack, where if I did standing first from that distance, it wouldn't reach. But if I dashed and did it, Strider will keep sliding forward with the attack. You want to use that to your advantage. If you know the spacing of Strider's dashes really well, you can sort of manipulate your attack's distance, and that's really cool. You can also use Strider's teleports for his movement, and you want to take advantage of manipulating Strider's jump height with his double jump. As you can see I'm doing here, you can do instant double jumps by tapping up, kind of like Storm does for her instant overheads, but you're doing his with short or heavy. You can either start with short or instant jump heavy. You also want to use Strider's wall cling. When he presses S during a wall cling, his hurt box becomes incredibly hard to hit, and you can just dip back and forth from wall to wall. He has the teleports. Strider has what he needs to be a mobile character, and because of that, there's not much to say about his movement. It's given to him, it's there. That's why I discuss movement with characters. For those of you who don't realize what characters have in terms of mobility, well, I kind of make it blatant. You can also TK this move. It's not the best thing in the world, but when you're stuck in the air and you're coming down and you want to avoid something, you can use that move. Strider's Legion will always put him about a quarter of a screen away from the opponent, but it doesn't have too much durability, so make sure they're on block stun before you launch this attack out recklessly. It also OTGs, and that's cool. Strider's first level 3 is the Ouroboros. It's probably what he's most known for. This attack is devastating, especially when X Factor is activated. You can go nuts when you have Ouroboros activated, and you can send out projectiles and mix your opponent up at will. Ragnarok, what you just saw, is his combo level 3. And you guys can hang on to some bread and butters right now while I continue explaining what I was explaining about the supers. Ragnarok, basically a good combo ender. If you can find a way to OTG the opponent, then you can have Ragnarok added as a combo ender. It does a ton of damage, but I really think I would go with Ouroboros, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna chill out, relax while you guys watch some of this bread and butter stuff. Ooh, you saw that? I had the little delay on the exchange there. Alright, so note that Strider has multiple combo enders. It's all about positioning with him, so you decide on what position you want your opponent to end up in when ending a combo, because that's what Strider mainly relies on, because he's not too much of a damage heavy character. Now, Strider's team assist analogy. Strider is really good with assists that basically come on screen and they sort of push the opponent horizontally. He doesn't work well with vertical assists because it doesn't matter to him, because he can control the screen vertically with his animals, basically, with his Bronx Zoo, as you would say. Best assists I would say out of this list for him would be Plasma Beam, Sentinel Force, and even Centurion Rush. Rapid Slash is good for mauling. Alright guys, so we're going to discuss some advanced positioning and tactics, and basically Strider is your Mr. Do-It-All. He reminds me of Dante. He has it all, and he can do it all, although he doesn't have 40 moves. Anyway, this move right here, Formation B, is the move you're going to want to have out. Why? Because Strider can cancel either Graham or Quarter Circle Forward Light even before the animation starts up into Formation B, as long as it's out. And Formation B also helps with zoning. Right here, as you can see what I'm doing with Strider, which I discussed earlier, was his jump light. You want to take advantage of Strider's double jump because he can cancel his actual jump into a double jump, decreasing the height of his jump into an instant overhead. You also want to take advantage of this within teleports, because when Strider teleports, he's considered that he jumped. So what you do is you cancel off his normal attacks in the air into a jump, and it causes for all sorts of weird mix-up potential, such as this cross-up here. As you can see, Ryu can't even crouch it. And with the zoning, as far as Strider goes, you want to kind of use zoning for mix-up potential, meaning, like, you know how Dante jumps up and he does airplay and he's just waiting for you to block it so he can teleport? With Strider, you can use any one of these various animals to mix up your opponent and zone them. So some of the positives that I would say he has because of this is he's extremely fast. He has decent range normals. He can do it all, as I said. Amazing mix-up potential, and his Oirobo's X Factor level 3 is like playing it with Dark Phoenix, Jesus Lord. And he has one of the best assists in the game, and he's effective on point or as an anchor. He has very low life on the bad side, and he's only as effective as the player playing him. You gotta use your imagination. And honestly, that's it. I don't want to stretch it out any more than it has to be. So you guys just watched another one of FC's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Rehab guides, and that was Strider Haru. Hopefully in the future I can do a more advanced version of this tutorial on him. So thanks for watching, guys.